It's Monday, March the 24th, 2025, and it's time for the Monday Market Report. Every Monday, we look at inventory of single-family homes that are for sale in Hudson, Florida and Hernando Beach, Florida, that sit on saltwater canals that lead directly to the Gulf with at least 2 bedrooms and at least 2 bathrooms, and kind of talk about what's going on in the real estate marketplace. Okay, so today in Hudson, we have 56 homes that meet the criteria, of which 17 are stilt homes. In Hernando Beach, we have 45 homes that are on the market, of which 24 are stilt homes. Inventory continues to slowly increase in our area. I think a lot of that is owners have just gotten to the point that they're going to sell that flood damaged house once and for all, or their house may have gotten rehabbed and is now ready for the market. The biggest question I've been getting over the past couple of weeks is, are we headed to a real estate crash? We may be looking at a recession. Last week, we talked about the fact it was a buyer's market, not a seller's market, and that buyers had all the power. And for months here, I've been saying, in order to sell your property, it's got to be compelling. So people started to take that to the extreme a little bit and wondering, are we headed out to a 2008 style crash? And that answer right now definitively is no. We're not headed to a crash where house values are going to go down 50%. And here's the reason why. Number one reason, back in 2008, what caused the crash was 2 things. The first was if you could fog a mirror, they would give you a mortgage for a $500,000 house. You worked at Wendy's part-time, you qualified for a $500,000 house and no mortgage. That simply doesn't happen anymore. Also, they're not doing variable rate mortgages. What happened in 2008 that caught a lot of people is they were doing these variable rate mortgages where it started off at a really low mortgage rate and a really affordable mortgage payment. But over time, interest rates were going up, and these people were suddenly faced with the fact that their mortgage payment got way more expensive than they could afford, and their house got foreclosed on, and it just started an avalanche. The mortgage component of that is not out there anymore, and that will not cause a crash like it did in 2008. Mortgage rates are actually slowly coming down, making houses more affordable. I see a minor correction in pricing. I would say values are going to go down maybe 5 or 10%, but they went up 2 or 3% last year. And compared to 2020, values are up over 100% for most properties. Yes, it's tough. Things are expensive. Mortgages are expensive. And some idiots have over-leveraged their house, borrowed all the equity, and there will be some more foreclosures than we would have had when everybody emerged out of the pandemic with all this equity. Sure, some people have dumbly over-mortgaged their house and put themselves in a situation where we're going to have some more foreclosures. But are we going to have an 2008 crash? Not at all. Biggest thing helping us right now is values are decreasing. We don't have enough homes to meet the needs of people. And I think what's really going to happen is we're headed for another boom. And that's going to happen when interest rates become around 5%, 5.5%. You got to remember, the historic low rates of 3%, low 4s, 2.5%, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's not the historic normal rate that most people have. But there's a lot of people that have those rates and they're locked in. And they got 2 teenagers living in one room because they can't afford to move when the rates are 7. But I believe if we can get rates into the 5, all those people that have been stuck in their house because of a super low mortgage rate are going to go ahead and sell. And when that happens, you're going to have a lot of buyers and a lot of houses on the market and a lot of activity, and values are going to boom in a couple of years. My name's Greg Clesius. I'm broker-owner of Gulf Coast Fishing Homes Realty. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button if this is content you like. Have a wonderful day.